I love a good tri-tip steak, but I wish they were a little bit more tender. Will dry aging fix that? Let's find out. All right, so I'm starting with a pack of USDA Choice Tri-Tip Steaks from 1855 Beef. If you guys have not used them before, definitely check them out. They are the most consistent beef company that I've ever dealt with. So at 1855, they only carry premium Black Angus beef, and they source their beef from partner farmers that understand the importance of maintaining good quality, well-marbled beef. All right, so I'm starting with 4 large tri-tip steaks, and the very first step to dry aging beef is just to pat it dry. Make sure you remove any excess moisture. So I'm just using plain old paper towels. Get that surface really nice and dry. So I used to be really nervous about dry aging beef, but I gotta tell you, it is super simple, and the folks over at Pro Smoker and the Reserve 50 make it so simple for you guys to dry age beef at home. So all I did so far is took the tri-tips out of the package, dried them up with some paper towels. The next step, again, super simple. Get your racks that go in your dry ager. So I was gonna hang the tri-tip steaks in my dry ager, but I decided that I've never used these shelves before. I'm gonna give them a go. All right, so I managed to get 2 tri-tip steaks on each rack. Next, we're just gonna place these in our dry ager. So this is my Reserve 50 dry aging cabinet from Pro Smoker. And I've gotta tell you, if you are into dry aging meats, this is the cabinet for you. Not only does Pro Smoker make it affordable, but the end result is absolutely amazing. Better than some of your premium steakhouses. All right, let's load up our tri-tip steaks. Now I do wanna talk about a couple of settings. Now the temperature, I do have it set at 36 degrees, and the humidity, I've got it set at 77%. So on the back of the cabinet, on the top, you do have a UV light that's gonna prevent any bacterial growth, which is important when you're dry aging beef. All right, let me load up the first rack. So that alarm that you're hearing right here is just telling us that the temperature got higher than what we set it at. As you can see, it's beeping. It will go away once you close the door. All right, so I'm gonna close the door so that beeping stops. And the nice thing is you also get some keys so you can lock your cabinet just to keep the kids out, just like that. So I was gonna dry age the tri-tip steaks for 45 days, but because they're not as thick as, let's say, a prime rib, I decided to go for 30 days, so I will see you guys then. Stay tuned. All right, and just like that, our tri-tips have been aged for 30 days. I just pulled this tri-tip out of my Reserve 50 from Pro Smoker, and check it out. Pretty gnarly looking. That surface is really dry. Look at that. There's no mold on there thanks to that UV light inside of my dry aging cabinet, but it did shrink quite a bit. So I have a couple of different options on knives that I'm going to use to trim this pellicle. I've got my butcher knife, and I also have my fillet knife from Dalstrong. So I'm going to start with the butcher knife because that knife is really sharp. So let's see how this goes. Pretty simple, I got to tell you. With a good sharp knife, makes it really easy. Just start by taking off a little bit off the top. Look at that. Really not that difficult to trim. Now what you want to do is you want to get into that soft meat, and it is getting really soft right here. Take off some on this side. It's kind of like peeling an orange, if you will. Just take that upper layer, that outer layer out. Look at that marbling. Whoa, that looks really nice. See, under this really hard pellicle, the meat is really soft on the bottom, and that's what we want to get to. So I'm just going to trim one of the 4, and I'll do the other 3 off camera. Yeah, this butcher knife is really nice and sharp. Makes it really easy. All right, let's trim up this fat cap a little bit. So for those of you guys that have dry aged meat before, you guys will know that dry aged fat cap is almost like Wagyu fat. It's going to melt even just by touching it with your finger. All right, so I'm going to use my flexible fillet knife to get into these crevices right here. This is looking really good. All right, guys, so here's our final product. Beautiful looking tri-tip, really nice marbling. This will happen when you dry age beef. That marbling is really pronounced. But the other thing I wanted to show you guys is that fat is melting under the heat of my hands. I gotta tell you, this tri-tip is going to be super tender. Now the other thing that I wanted to show you guys is you can really see the grains of the meat. Now if you notice, the grains are running this way on this part of the tri-tip, and they're running this way on this part of the tri-tip. So when you're slicing a tri-tip, once it's cooked, you want to come in here and slice in this direction right here. And as you get to the center portion of the tri-tip, you have to change your direction that you're cutting the meat. So we're going to cut in this direction, okay? So almost just like a brisket. Let's say this is a flat, you're slicing, slicing. Once you get to that point section or this end of the tri-tip, then we need to slice in this direction. That way your tri-tip will be really nice and tender. All right, so I'm gonna trim up the other 3 tri-tips off camera and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, so I've got all of my tri-tips trimmed up and I've got to tell you, these look absolutely amazing. I mean, check out the marbling, the really bright colors. These are gonna be absolutely amazing. So let's season them up. Gonna move 3 out of the way. All right, because the surface is a little dry, I'm gonna use a tad bit of olive oil just as a binder. And on this first tri-tip, the only thing I'm gonna season with is salt. Enough kosher salt. By the way, if you guys haven't seen my salt only steak video, make sure you guys check that out. I absolutely fell in love with this process of using nothing but salt on your meat. It is amazing. Flip it over and salt the meat side as well. All right, for a second tri-tip, same thing, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. So on this tri-tip, I'm gonna use this brand new seasoning from PS Seasoning called Chop Shop. It's fantastic. I've had it on steak before and it is a really good steak rub. Really nice coarse seasonings. Look at that. All right, so this third tri-tip, I'm gonna be using this multi-tool seasoning, also from PS Seasoning, and this one is amazing as well. I've had it on steaks, and look at that. I really love the coarseness of these steak rubs. Oh yeah. Third seasoning from PS Seasoning. This one's called Black Thai, and this one has butter, black garlic, and salt. Everything you want on steak, right? Look at that. Beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna let these tri-tip steaks rest in my fridge for a couple of hours, and I'll bring you guys right back. Stay tuned. All right, so I've got my Traeger Woodridge Pro set at 225 degrees, and I am going to be using the Super Smoke setting. Using that Super Smoke setting is going to ensure that we get plenty of smoke on our tri-tips. So on this cook, I am using Traeger's Oak and Whiskey Blend pellets. So let's load up our tri-tips. Got some nice smoke rolling already. All right, let's load up our tri-tips. I am keeping these in the order that I seasoned them, just like that. All right, so I'm looking for about 110 degrees internal temperature on these tri-tips. I'll bring you guys back in a bit. Stay tuned. All right, so the tri-tip has been smoking for exactly 1 hour. I've been checking the temperature, so we should be close. As you can see, I did pull that small one about 10 minutes ago. It was already at 110 degrees. Let's check on these here. 107, that's close enough for me. Wow, that one's already at 115, so I'm gonna pull these off. I'm gonna keep these in the order that I seasoned them so I don't lose track of which tri-tip is what. All right, I'm gonna power down my Traeger. There we go, 15-minute cool down. All right, let's sear up these tri-tip. Fat cap down first. I'm just using my Kamado grill. It's got a lot of charcoal in there, so we're nice and hot. All right, so the tri-tip is ready, and I gotta tell you, that charcoal was extremely hot. These cooked up in about a minute and a half. They were ready. Didn't even get a chance to record, but here they are. Let's slice into them. All right, so let's slice into our salt-only tri-tip first. And remember, the grains run in this direction right here, and they turn. So I'm gonna slice it right around here. Oh my goodness, look at that. Beautiful color. Hopefully you guys can make out that nice pink center. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna slice this up. Again, this tail of the tri-tip is gonna be a little bit more well done, so you can give that to your guests that like their steaks well done. But as we get deeper into the tri-tip, it's gonna be perfect medium rare. Got a nice crust on the outside. Again, that charcoal was extremely hot. It started to flare up on me, so I had to rush up, get them off, and here we are. All right, so now that we're at this section right here, we're gonna cut the tri-tip in this direction. Got a good smoky aroma coming out of this tri-tip. I cannot wait to dive into this bad boy. All right, let's cut up the second tri-tip. Now, if you look at this tri-tip that I've already sliced, that is the proper way to slice up a tri-tip. You can see it there. Got a nice smoke ring on this tri-tip as well. That's that super smoke function on the Traeger Woodridge Pro. All right, so the grains have changed, so now we got to turn it and slice the tri-tip in this direction right here. Man, this tri-tip is super juicy. Again, sometimes with these cameras you can't really see the juiciness of our steaks, But trust me, this tri-tip is really juicy. All right, let's reassemble our tri-tip. All right, so this is the tri-tip that was seasoned with that chop shop. Look at that. Beautiful color on that meat. Good smoke ring as well. And this is our salt only tri-tip. Again, beautiful color, nice pink center. Let's give them a try. All right, let's give the salt only tri-tip a taste and see how we did. I waited 30 days to try this. And again, the reason that I dry aged the tri-tips is because to me, tri-tips have a little bit of tug. So let's see how we did. All right, so first things first, this tri-tip is super tender, good smoky flavor, really good beefy flavor as well. This came out fantastic. All right, let's give this tri-tip a try. This one was seasoned with that chop shop seasoning from PS Seasoning. Again, beautiful color right there as well. This one's got a little bit more char. Let's give it a shot. All I gotta say is that going forward, I'm gonna be dry aging all of my tri-tips. This tri-tip with that seasoning is fantastic. So if you guys have never dry aged meats before, check out Pro Smoker at the link below. Check out this little guy right there. That's where I dry age these tri-tips. It's perfect for home use. And also, if you're looking for a good pellet smoker, make sure you guys check out the Woodridge lineup from Traeger. They are fantastic grills. I hope you guys enjoyed this 30-day dry aged tri-tip video. If this is your first time to my channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Until next time, Joe with Smokin Joe's Pit BBQ. See ya.